What's happening, everybody? It's your man Dame the NYDC. Two mics up, business corner. So we back today, and look, I'm just gonna go ahead and kick it like this, right? Are you serious about gaining confidence? Would you like to improve, your confidence and have the courage to be able to go after some of those goals that maybe you've set for yourself? Maybe it's that you want, to add on to your career, have a more successful career, or do you want to go ahead and have some type of rewarding relationship? Or, like many of us, who do this, you want a richer and fuller life. Well, today, we want to talk about building true confidence. And building true confidence is a gradual process. No one's going to turn into a positive, self confident person overnight. Doesn't happen that way. But if you do know someone that's done that, send them my way. I want to know. I want to pick their brain on how they did it, right? But if you're in need of some extra confidence, and some of us are, on some days, me myself, I too can use that extra boost of confidence. I'm going to share with you today, my 7 tips or my 7 secrets, if you will, for you to be able to build an unstoppable confidence that is no longer hidden under wraps and that you've got hiding under the covers. Okay, so we're going to start. First dang day secret: stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Don't compare yourself to others. Right? See, first of all, that's the worst thing you can do. Compare yourself to someone else or to others. Remember that you're seeing the surface of their lives. Even doing this here, want to keep it surface. And that's really not all that there is to me or to the people that you're looking at. That's not the underlying reality. Focus instead on what's important to you. What are your strengths? What are your goals? Right? And also, I have to add, you're special. What you bring to the table it was designed and created for you. So there's no need to look left, right, front, back at anybody else that may be doing what you're doing. Yes, can you learn from what they're doing? Of course, we all can learn. Some of these folks out here have created a blueprint that we all can learn from, but it's not to compare yourself to. It's to take the knowledge that you can learn and make it yours. Make it who you are. Speak your truth. Speak your value, and that's how you shine. So don't compare yourself to anyone else. All right. Second, dang the secret. Remember, and I want you to really remember this and let this sink in. Remember that whoever's the loudest in the room does not make them the most confident. Say that again. Remember, the loudest person in the room does not mean that they're the most confident. See, we tend to look at, blow your horn types, the ones that are always patting themselves on the back, the quote unquote, these are the confident ones. But some of the most successful, people are really gentle giants. They're humble, they're self-effacing people that, who turn out to be the strongest people. I find that those are the type of people that have the humbleness, the groundedness, if you will, and don't really you're not always turning around trying to pat themselves on the back. I really come to appreciate their strength and their depth, the depth of the person. That's what you should really be looking at, and those are the people that you should really be reaching out to, in my opinion. And I say that because this kind of reminds me of myself. I like to think of myself as a humble person. I like to have fun, and I like to challenge people, to challenge your mental to be better. But I think I'm more about the depth, not what you see here. This right here, this is easy. It's make believe, if you will. It's the depth of the person. So remember, those who are the loudest in the room does not necessarily make them the most confident. Third day, the secret. All right. Keep your limiting beliefs at bay, right? So whatever you do or whatever you play in your mind to limit yourself, keep those away. Keep them at bay, keep them at arm's length. Okay. I say that because even the most successful people, you know, have limiting beliefs, right? I don't care how big or whatever you see on TV, the glamour, everyone as a human being to a degree has some type of limiting belief, right? Put ourselves in a little box when we get to this point. We limit ourselves. And this is all about ourselves, right? But the biggest difference is that those who choose, right? Now we're talking about choice. Those who choose to focus on their strengths and possibilities instead of their limits tend to strive. Get it? So now they're taking that instead of putting the belief or the limit of the belief on themselves, they focus on that belief. They focus on their strengths, on how they can possibly conquer that limit. And now they flip the script and now they've gained the confidence that now has allowed them to perpetuate themselves forward. So keep your limiting beliefs at bay. Keep them away as best you can. The fourth, day be secret for today. Live in a positive reality. Now, this one I really like is because I have a habit of, I don't like to say anything about myself that I don't want to become a reality. I try to keep myself in positive thoughts because we already live in a negative world. And it's really easy to follow into that black hole of negativity. So I try to keep myself in the space of the things that I say or the things that I do manifest my reality and help manifest the things that I want to see in my reality. Right. So positive thoughts and words alone won't make you, a more confident person, but confident people do think a lot of positive things about themselves. It's not arrogance, at least I hope it doesn't come across as arrogant, but I don't want to go ahead and spit something or spin something that's already negative into a more negative thing. It's very draining. It weighs on me. It'll weigh on you as a person. If you're in my circle, if I'm just dragging something down or dragging a process down that really impacts all of us, I'd rather put that positive spin on it. Okay, so remind yourself of what you're capable of and what you've already accomplished, right? So that's the other side of it too. All of the things that you've accomplished, well, you had to have some strength and capabilities and to be able to do it. So spin those into positives. Continue to spin that web positively, and you'll continue to flourish. Don't carry on with the negativity. And like I said, remember to live in a positive reality. Secret number 5 for the day from your man, Dame DNYDC. Don't mask it. All right. Don't try to hide it. Okay. Self-confidence, isn't the impression you give others, but it's really more about how you feel about yourself. Again, those who don't really know or have this, again, you can still be humble and have self-confidence. It's not arrogance, right? For some people who are in a negative space, oh man, this dude's arrogant. Now he come again with that old positive. That's who you are. That's what you're manifesting. That's what you're creating in your life, right? It's all about who you are, if you will. It's about who you are, where you are, and where you want to be in your own life. And then that'll transfer into, whether it be a job or something else. It helps also if you want to move into leadership. All of these positive spins, when it's negative, it makes you withdraw, makes you draw back from wanting to be a part of anything. And if you're not a part of anything or you don't have that energy, then how can you lead? How can you have value? How can you provide positive value into situations, right? So don't mask it, don't hide it. Be self-confident, you self-confident. Be you. It helps in each stage, right? Tip number 6. This one right here, man. Change what you can. Number 6, change what you can. Confident people know they can't change the past. As much as I would love to, a lot of things from our history, things in our culture and our society, would love to go and change or go back and have the opportunity to change. It's not real. But there's one thing that being confident can do. It can help have a positive impact and change on the future, specifically your future. By making daily choices, it'll lead you toward the future that you want to live out. Now, who doesn't want to have some type of control over that? But again, you have to be in a positive mindset. You have to have a confidence about you that you've developed and you've worked through to be able to do that. And one of the ways is changing what you can, not the past. Acknowledge it to a degree, accept it. But in those degrees, what is it that you can help do by making daily choices to change that'll better your future? Okay, so change what you can. And the 7th secret that I'm gonna leave you all with here today on Two Mics Up Business Corner: be committed. Now, when I say be committed, I mean you got to be fully committed to this whole process to help you uncover your confidence, right? See, by being fully committed to doing whatever you can to help build your success every single day, and then to accept full responsibility for your life, right? So you want to be fully committed to these things. You want to be committed to whatever it is you can do to build success for yourself every single day. And then you have to accept the responsibility that comes with it for your life. Now, it's going to be times it's going to be uncomfortable. I get it. Change is hard. Looking at yourself in the mirror is probably the hardest thing we all have to do. It's very uncomfortable, peeling back the layers. But if you can stay on track and be fully committed, you'll probably find after a while, and you'll see and experience changes that you're on the right track. It's happening, right? It's important. It's going to happen, but you got to be committed. Don't procrastinate. Just do whatever it takes without agonizing or causing more drama. See, when it becomes agonizing, it becomes we're going back to that negative. We're flipping that negative, right? And then it causes more drama. We don't want no drama. We want to stay away from that, right? MJB, no more drama in our life. So I hope that, these 7 tips or secrets from Dame D, NYDC here on Two Mics Up Business Corner, can help you uncover your confidence, the confidence that you have within yourself. The kind of confidence that gives you sole responsibility over everything and for everything in your life. I thank you, for rocking with me today on this episode. If you have any comments, anything you want to share, or anything that you walked away with from today's conversation, please go ahead, man. Drop me a comment. Let me know. I want to hear from you. You have any topics that you want to talk about, here on the Business Corner, shoot me an email, DM me, Two Mics Up. If you want to email me, hit me up. I'll put all the links down here at the bottom and take your time and hit me up. But you know how we always do it this time, ladies and gentlemen. May you stay safe, stay blessed. Mics out.